All right. I just wanted to say um, that movie you recommended to me, Mary Magdalene, I got it. And I think it's the right one. It has those actors' names on it. Even though the cover's different, because you're from the UK, I'm from the USA, the better country. Oh, just kidding. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. I don't want to start the Revolutionary War right now. I don't want to start the Revolutionary War between the two countries. But anyways, I got it. Yeah. Severance. Better be good. Just kidding. But I remembered something. Remember when you like way back in the day, it feels like, when you recommended Rosemary's Baby to me. That's what I thought about. And I'm like going down memory lane. We go way back, you and me. Way back. It feels like to give you guys a history lesson. Um, I figured out I survived narcissistic abuse. And I started making videos to try to heal myself from narcissistic abuse, if that makes sense. So far, I think it's been going okay. I don't know. Because I quickly realized the professionals don't know a thing about narcissistic abuse. They don't know a thing, so I had to improvise. You know what I mean? I had to do it myself. Like, I'll heal my damn self. You know what I mean? Sometimes I'm like, maybe I could have done things differently. I don't know. If I would have done things differently, I would have been fully healed by now. That goes through my head a lot. I'm like, if I would have done things differently, I'd be a fully healed man by now. Oh well. Can't think about those things. It's all in the past. But yeah. Mary Magdalene was like my first supporter. Like my first real supporter. She was. You know what I mean? She was one of my first real supporters. You guys heard me call her by her nickname, but she doesn't want me to call her by that nickname anymore, so I won't. I'm respecting you. You know what I mean? So you're undercover still, Mary Magdalene. But anyways, she's part of the 8-man team. She is. She's part of the 8-man team I keep talking about of the X-Men. And I thought about this. Some of you are almost a part of the 8-man team. You know how the X-Men get bigger than 8 men? That may happen. Some of you might, like Robert, you might be Archangel or something, Angel of the X-Men, something like that. I don't know why that came to my mind. I don't know. So you might be the new member of the X-Men. We might be the 9. We might be the 9 of us. I don't know. So I don't know. It's tough to give you guys all X-Men titles. A guy that I see at the Christian church with the heart of gold, I'm like, he's Colossus. He's Colossus. He's big dude. He's Colossus of the X-Men. You know what I mean? Some of them I'm around in real life X-Men. But anyways, so yeah, she's part of the 8-man team. She's Jean Grey. She's Jean Grey. All right, she's Jean Grey. The one that Wolverine. You know the story. Wolverine and Jean Grey. You know that story. It's a lot like that. It is. Yeah, the Wolverine just ends up alone in the end with himself and Jesus. That's the story between Wolverine and Jean Grey in a nutshell. But anyways, I thought about this as well. Scott, you're Cyclops because Scott is the name of Cyclops. and you seem pretty solid, like Cyclops is. So you're more the leader than I am, all right? Even Storm is more of a leader than I am. I consider you, Storm, Blue Sky, more of a leader than I am, you know? I swear, I'll never see the blue sky the same again. I said that today. I will never see the blue sky outside the same ever again. After all those synchronicities of the blue sky, there's a lot of synchronicities happening with the blue sky. More than just what I've said. More than just what I've said. First the bird thing. God and his birds. You know, the dove, spirit of the dove. You know, God and his birds. Then the blue sky thing. Right after. You know, it's been one thing after the other for some reason. No joke. So, but yeah. Everyone thinks I'm the leader. I'm not the leader. I'm like the fourth leader in the group. I'm like number 4 when the other ones are away. They choose the wild card. No, that's Gambit. He's the wild card. That's you, JR. You're Gambit. You're the wild card. And I got some cards, you know what I mean? As a prop, you know? For you, JR. Wild card. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Wild card. I swear that it's so fitting. Like, who is this wild card? Who is this wild card coming out of nowhere? That's Gambit, my friends. The tactician. Yes, indeed. So, I wonder if my 8-man team is all like INFJ types like I am. I know you are, Blue Sky, but I don't know if all the rest of you are. I don't know. Holly, you're rogue because you're wild. You're wild as hell. Rogue is wild as hell. You're rogue in the 8-man team. You're wild as hell. Everyone knows it. You're wild as hell. No offense. I never know if you're serious or not. In any comment, you're wild. You're wild. I don't know what to make of you. I don't know. That's why you're rogue. You're enough said. Enough said. You're rogue. Soldier of the Lord is beast. You know what I mean? Kind of wants to. He's a beast, but he wants to be, you know, in the background. You know what I mean? Doesn't want anybody to know who he is. You know what I mean? Yep. Doesn't put himself to the forefront like myself. You know what I mean? Like the Wolverine. But anyways, that's just a rundown of the 8-man team in a rundown form. Some of you are coming into the 8-man team. It might be a 10-man team by the end of the week. You know what I mean? Who knows? Who knows how it's going to go? This is what I thought, you know. The real leader of the 8-man team is Jesus. It is. He's like Professor Xavier, because no one knows the mind of God. The mind. No one knows that's what I thought about. He's Professor Xavier. No one knows the mind of God. No one knows the mind of Professor Xavier. His mind. You know what I mean? That's so true. We don't even know how he's directing us. I don't know. He's directing us in different ways. You know, even in real life, I mean, it's directing in different ways. No one knows the mind of God, what he's doing. I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. But the blue sky synchronicity was intentional. For some reason, he did that. I'm like, man, that was the latest thing. That was the latest thing. Between the 8-man team. You know what I mean? But yeah. Everyone's like looking at me like I'm the leader. I'm not the leader. Nope. No, I'm like the fourth leader. I'm like the fourth leader, you know, when all the other leaders are away, and you know Jesus wants me to take the lead. That's when I step up. That's what's happening, you know. But sometimes people think that Wolverine is the leader, you know. Yeah, I know how they can make that mistake, you know, because of his style, you know. He can become the main leader out of nowhere. Wolverine can. God knows I do that. I break rank. I just go. You know, I do the whole damn thing myself. Sorry about the cussing. I'm working on it. Wolverine. Wolverine is. I don't know. He doesn't cuss in the cartoon. They clean us up. He says some. He says some things that aren't cuss words. It's pretty funny how they make him talk tough without the cussing. But enough about that. It's about I got the movie finally. Nothing happens by accident. This movie was recommended to me for a reason. I believe it. I believe it, and I'll know why when I'm watching it. I'll know why. I'll figure it out. Because God does talk to me through movies. He does. He's done it my entire life. He's talked to me through movies. Yep. Guided me, instructed me through movies. One of the ways is movies. Because he sure as hell isn't going to instruct me through psychopaths around me. Not really. You know what I mean? But yeah, me and Mary Magdalene, we go way back. We go way back, it feels like, you know what I mean? Yes, indeed. You know, we go way back. Yep. Two peas in a pod, you know what I mean? We grew up around similar craziness, you know? It seems, yeah. And ever since then, I'm like, it's like God gave me a friend. As I exited my past forever, my family of origin forever, God gave me a friend named Mary Magdalene. He gave me Mary Magdalene as a friend. And she's been the best friend I've ever had. One of them. One of them. Even though it's been long distance, over an ocean, she's still one of the best friends I've ever had. Like, no joke. Like, it's interesting. we all know in the cartoon and in the comics, Jean Grey secretly loves the Wolverine. Secretly. Yep. She doesn't choose the Wolverine, but she secretly likes him. Yep. 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 It's my channel. I can say whatever I want on my channel. I can say whatever I want. That's what I want to say right now. But yeah. One of the reasons why, and Robert, you brought this up, I do want that new body. I do. Because God knows that I don't think, because of all the mistakes I've made, all the trauma, all the traumas, all the car accidents, all the injuries, I can't do God's will or his purpose in the end. You know what I mean? I can't keep this up. I didn't think I could keep this up. Somehow God has allowed me to keep this up to this point. I don't know how God's doing it. He's keeping me going against all odds. Against all odds, God is keeping me going. I'm like, this is impossible. I'm like, I'll do your purpose with a brand new body. You know, I'll do it perfect. You know what I mean? But he doesn't want that. He wants me in this busted up body. You know what I mean? With all these health things, health concerns. He's like, make it work. I'm like, all right, you know. If the Wolverine can heal himself somehow, I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out like the Wolverine did, you know. But I don't know. Like, I do know God can get me out of pain if he wanted to. I had that moment of like an hour of God taking away my pain. He gave me like an hour of no pain. I know God has the ability. You know what I mean? So it's interesting. why he doesn't get me out of pain, you know. But yeah, kind of been brutal on my body my whole life, you know what I mean? I haven't been the biggest fan of the body. I'm like, God gave the body so we could test it in every way possible. And that's what I did. I tested this body in every way possible to try to outdo Jesus. I was trying to be stronger than Jesus in this body. You know what I mean? Still kind of am, you know? I'm trying not to burn myself out, you know what I mean? Trying to be smart, you know what I mean? I'm not designed like the regular human. I'm not. So I have to live smarter. And I forget that. I'm not designed to like, I'm not, I may look like a human, but I'm not designed like a human. God made me different. He did. In that line in the X-Men show, I did not choose to be born like this. That is so true when it comes to me. I did not choose to be born like this. It doesn't matter if I was in full health, I'd still be extremely different. This is true. Extremely different from the mass public. Even if I was at full health, fully healed, that's a true statement. It's true. That's intentionally being designed by God to be different than everybody else. Insanely different. No matter what I do to try to not be different. Get what I mean? Yep. God did design me. He did. He designed me. He designed me, and he put me in a fake religion. That's what I thought about as well. A totally false religion. And in a psychopath family that scapegoated me. You know what I mean? I got the insane Jesus treatment as well. You know, I did. But enough about that. Enough about that. God has his reasons. You know what I mean? I've underestimated God, for sure. I didn't think he could get me to a point like this. So I've underestimated God. I have. The position I'm at right now, I didn't think God could get me to a position like this. So I have to believe, keep believing, you know, the power of belief. The power of belief will get me through everything, you know, power of belief. Like Bane, the power of belief, you know. And I've tested my skills. I have the ferocity and speed of Bane. I do. The battle axe has it, you know what I mean? You know, the speed and ferocity, I got it. Anybody that wants to fight me, they're in for a surprise. Anyone that wants to go toe to toe, hand to hand combat, they're in for a surprise. They are. They are. I even surprise myself. I'm like, man, I do have the speed and strength and ferocity in me. I do. You know what I mean? Yep. The strength of Kakara within me as well, giving me the speed and ferocity, you know. But anyway, I don't know. God knows I think this is so impossible. It's not even funny. So impossible. Like, so impossible. I'm just like, screw it. I've been going Wolverine Berserker mode. I have. That's why I'm tired, you know. I've been going full force, you know what I mean? But I thought I would have completed what God wanted me to be completed by now. Apparently I haven't done what God wanted completely yet. I thought I did enough, you know what I mean? for my entire life. I thought I've done enough for God. I thought so. You know what I mean? I guess not. I guess not. I've only been saved for like a few months. So I haven't been fully on board until a few months ago. But I misinterpreted the save thing. I thought after I was, saved, that God would get me out of here. He would translate me after I was saved. He will save me like this. He's saved. Hello, that's what it says. Saved. Get me out of here. Save me from this world. Hello. That didn't work out, did it? That didn't work out as I feared. I'm still on the earth. Even being saved didn't get me off the earth and save me from this world, this earth, this whole planet. Even being saved didn't save me. What's it going to take to save me, God? To translate me out of here? What's it going to take before the vengeance is upon us? But that's another thing I was thinking about. How am I going to survive God's vengeance? How? I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to survive it all. I don't know. Only God knows. But like I feel like whatever God's going to do, He wants me to survive it all. I swear, that's the feeling I get. Whatever God does, He wants me to survive it. Yep. I'm not joking. I don't know how things are going to play out, but He wants me to survive it. Whatever He's going to do, He wants me to survive. Yep. So, for some reason, I don't know. But surviving would be a cakewalk if I had a new body. A glorified body, I could survive anything. I could, piece cake. But yeah, God knows I don't think I deserve anything good. I don't. I don't know if I said that in another video. God knows I have this self-hate about myself. I'm self-sabotaging myself because I don't feel like I deserve anything good from God at all based on what I've done in my life. I don't deserve anything good. God knows it, and I know it. I don't deserve anything good from God. Nothing. Nothing good from God. I don't deserve it. No joke. But somehow He wants me to get past that. Just get past that and accept the blessings. Like He blessed Job, you know what I mean? So I'm like, all right. You mean you don't want me to be a martyr that falls on his own sword? Nope. God doesn't want me to do that. Like I thought I was supposed to do, die with honor. I failed in this life. I failed. Fall on my sword. That's what you do if you fail in life like I did. You know what I mean? But anyways, it's getting hot right now. It's summertime. It's very hot in the summertime. That's another thing that's tough to get through is the heat. The heat, The heat is on. The heat is on. You know that song. The heat is on. The heat is on. But anyways, not about that. Even if it's hopeless for me and there's no hope, I still try to give the people a video. Even if there's no hope for me, I give you guys a video. You know what I mean? I don't know for certain if God will come through for me all the way for 40 more years. I don't know. So I'm giving you a video anyways. You know what I mean? I only believe in God 70%. Like I said before, I believe in God about 70%. Not 100% like other Christians do. I'm about 70%. You know what I mean? No, I'm not a full believer. Even though I did the saved thing properly. I feel I did it properly. The saved being reborn thing properly. I still don't. I'm still not 100% believer. You know what I mean? Because to be saved, you don't. You have to accept him in your heart. You accept him as your savior, but that doesn't mean you believe in him 100%. That he can do all things. You know what I mean? It's different. You know, it is. You know what I mean? I don't know. I guess if I'm like 100% believer, that I'm finally admitting someone's better than me, or God's better than me in every way. Every way. In order for me to 100% believe in God, I have to acknowledge He's better than me in every way. Even humor, even humor. I have to admit it. You know what I mean? God's funny. He is. He did that blue sky thing. I swear he did. Yeah, that was funny. He did that. You know? God bless him for being funny. A lot of people already know God's funny. He is. He's pretty funny. Is he funnier than me? I don't know. I hope not. I don't want to face that. I don't want to face that one. You know what I mean? I don't want to face that reality. I'm like that boring fossil in the Bible. He's funnier than me. Bull crap. Bull crap. He's boring in that Bible. Little did I know. Not as boring as I thought. Pretty funny. Anyways, I better get going, but basically, in a nutshell, I got the movie. That's what I'm trying to say. I got that movie, Mary Magdalene. I got it. And it has the actors that you said were in it. And I'm curious about that guy's accent. Yep. Yeah. Everybody knows I've always wanted to hear the accent of Mary Magdalene's accent. I've always wanted to. God knows it. God knows. Accents are pretty sexy, you know. They're pretty sexy, you know. Enough about that. So, for that reason alone, I'm like, hey, she has this. He has the same accent as Mary Magdalene. Interesting. Interesting. But I gotta get going. Maybe in a different life, me and Mary Magdalene would be together in a different life. Not this life, but maybe a different life, you know? Who knows, you know? Anyway, that's all I'll say for this video. Yeah, that's good. That's good for this one.